Alright. What's up, everybody? We are back with another episode of the Salt Mines, and I'm bloody excited to be back because guess what? I was gone for a week in Bali on vacation with my lovely wife. We had a beautiful time there, getting massages, eating food, sitting by the pool, sipping cocktails. It was a great time. But I got back, and then I got a terrible throat. Something, a few days. I tried streaming, and I sounded all croaky and weird. I finally got better from that, and then I had food poisoning where I was vomiting for like 13 hours straight. It's been terrible. But you know what, guys? If you do ever get food poisoning, anything like that that's making you retch up, you need to replenish your sodium levels. Make sure all of those different vitamins and nutrients are getting back into you. So that's why we're going to be going into the salt mines as our return here to the regular content on the channel. Try and get some sodium in there as we delve into, of course, the disastrous adventures of players who play the most hardcore, diverse, unkind strategy game in the world. What I mean by unkind is that there's so many scenarios you need to learn and figure out. It's what makes it so rewarding and fun and creative. It also means it drives people crazy, and we have already in this show witnessed so much insanity, and I think it's just going to be exactly what the doctor ordered to get me back on track, pumping out that YouTube content. So thank you everybody for the patience. Let's talk about the game. We got Gareth Axe at the bottom left, representing my clan, Taste the Bacon. And in the top right, we've got Egang, who's going for a low ground wall off, which is very peculiar. Of course, we've learned a lot of lessons in the salt mines. Personally, my favorite ones are figuring out how to completely buck any sort of responsibility for losses in the game. I've been saying for many years, if you want to become a high-level expert StarCraft player, you always need to have in your sleeve, in your back pocket, all sorts of excuses ready. So that it's just, you can't be taking responsibility for every loss. It's too depressing. It's like, what am I going to learn from my mistakes and get better? No, you're going to complain about Rock having no counter. You're going to say, oh, my mum called me. It's not you didn't win. I just wasn't looking. You're just lucky. You're going to accuse your opponents of cheesing you when you cheese them. We've learned so many excuses, and I can't wait to add to my my mental catalog so that I have more and more to pull out. For now, Gareth Axe is coming out with the Reaper. Looks like first blood will be drawn. This SCV says, ha, get wrecked. And that SCV does go down, so Gareth Axe getting a nice kill there. Of course, chucking, that's what we call chucking a pig. It's where you stare at the Reaper for 30 seconds and forget to build your reactor or anything else while you do it. Nicely done, Gareth Axe. Nicely done, mate. The number of TVTs where I'm really proud of myself and I'm like, actually, like, I'll even be streaming. I'll be like, oh, you did such a good job. I'm like, that was so sick. And I'm like really proud of a fancy piece of micro I pulled off. Maybe I'm like dodging shots in it with a medevac, picking up a tank, dropping it, picking it up, dropping it, dodging marauder shots. I'm like, oh, so hardcore. And then I realize I'm floating 1,500 minerals, and I'm like, yeah, I probably should have just A-moved that and actually spent my money. Well, Egang is going to be going for an engineering bay, guys, so we could tell this is a very high-level play. Egang, that SCV, chasing the SCV, is the only thing really a scout, approximating a scout, other than checking for proxies over here. And now he's going eBay, so I think it's going to be a planetary here, and then a tank at the front. Oh, God, jeez. All right, so I think we can see Egang's personality as a player. This is what I call the Fap Shack strategy. What's the Fap Shack strategy, Pig? It's where rather than going out and having, good, solid human relationships, friendships, hanging out with your mates, every time they invite you out, you're like, no, I'm busy. And really, you're just sitting there in your back shed with your stash and touching yourself. It's not an exciting strategy. Building turrets already ringing the main base. Why? Why would you need 3 missile turrets in your main at 3 minutes 50? I do not know. High sec auto tracking as well. This is the upgrade that gives +1 range to missile turrets, auto turrets. That's the Raven turret. And to planetary fortresses. This is an absolutely nonsense build order right now. Also, 3 Marines who've been sent around to, I guess, scout for a third base here. On the other hand, Gareth Axe is doing something much more approximating a normal build order. Obviously, this is not pro play or anything. Wow, Gareth Axe APM is off the charts. What the heck? 215 average APM. Holy spam, Batman. But it's a third command center, tanks, and Vikings and Liberators both being built, which is interesting. So we've got a player who's just building 1 tank and Vikings one at a time versus a player who's actually got the reactor on the starport. That double air production could be huge for Gareth Axe, also already being ahead by 1 siege tank, but a big supply block on 46 does mean that Egang's actually got a way better economy, right? And Egang hasn't made that planetary yet, though, that we were talking about. It's just building turrets everywhere. With only 1 tank at the front, I mean, honestly, if Gareth Axe just A moves, we'll just move in, kill that tank, and win the game, because there's no other units. What is there? One Viking here, another Viking about to pop out. No second factory or anything. I mean, a tank is at least starting, a second tank, but oh, Gareth Axe, watch out, moving into vision. Ow! Takes a big tank shot on the Marines. Does have to pull back there. The Viking will come forward, though. Gareth Axe has got unsupply blocked at home, continuing SCV, tank, and Viking production right now. Tanks are moving forward. Egang there doesn't really have a lot of vision, but oh, the tank messes up and moves into vision. Does get one shot off before it goes down, but it does nonetheless go down. But now, oh, sneaky, sneaky. Look at that. This pillar is actually blocking the siege tank's vision. It probably wouldn't be able to see that anyway, but oh, very nice snipe. Gareth Axe gets the kill before the scan even goes down. Bit of a Viking jewel there. And behind it, a second starport and cloak going down for Egang. What the heck is this? So Egang's going to try and play Sky Terror. Now, if Egang just gets one Banshee and then doubles down on the Vikings, if you get the Viking advantage with your 2 starports, you can win. But Gareth Axe coming in. Oh, the Liberator barely gets the tank kill just before it goes down. That's actually really huge, because that means there's nothing on the ground to defend. Egang is not even producing tanks right now. Oh my god, Egang, what are you doing? Produce! Produce! Egang's production is on 8, 9, and 0, guys. Oh no. Warcraft 3 control groups. I mean, it's okay to have control groups that far away if you only need to build a unit once every 3 minutes of the game, like in Warcraft 3, but not in StarCraft. That's a disaster. Reaching all the way to the right side of the keyboard to build units. This is ridiculous. The Marines are coming in and doing damage. And Egang keeps building turrets back here. But I mean, turrets aren't going to stop a tank Viking lib push. You need to get air control, but for some reason is only building Banshees. Egang not really reacting at all just yet. And oh, the barracks went down. So can't even build an extra factory right now. Oh, Egang's trying to repair, but those SCVs, look at that. Gareth Axe targeting the SCVs down. This tank moves right in and sieges right next to that tank, but oh, that tank was in range. What a disaster. Now, the Planetary's going to hold on for a long time. Egang comes in with the Banshee, but got to pull back from the scan. 0 micro for Egang there. Cheat! You cheated! How dare you use your scan to see my invisible units? Gareth Axe very quick to say, nah, I'm not cheating. Right. Sure you're not. Your build was meh. Wow, Gareth Axe quick to insult the opponent. He's claiming you're cheating, so I mean, it's all fair. And I am the Queen of England. That, I mean, oh, that's, wow. I don't know what to say. I am the Queen of England. I think you're the queen of losing StarCraft, mate. Why are you trying to build missile turrets to defend this? Make Vikings. You've got 2 starports. Why are you still building Banshees? Maybe send the Banshees across to counterattack, but I think Egang says, I would not counterattack, for I am the Queen of England, and I only fight you front on. My red coats will take you to Dicktown. Well, right now, it's actually Gareth Axe who's in the red, and it's actually these Marines who have suspiciously red power armor. I think they're closer to red coats than your ones are. Of course, before the YouTube comments get there, yes, I do know. And I'm the Queen of England. That tells us that Egang, I think an older person, because that's something that I remember as a kid people would say that, you know. I haven't really heard that one in a long time, right? You're like, oh, I'm an NBA champion, and we'd be like, oh yeah, and I'm the Queen of England, right? I haven't heard it in years, but I like that Egang's bringing out the old insults and excuses there and that sort of stuff. Now, I'm still a bit confused about cheat. So, because it wasn't until Egang started losing the game and then was like, cheat. It wasn't, I'm not sure what cheat we're talking about, right? Because, like, that's like, are you saying the units are stronger than they should be? Like, normally map hacks is the main one, but I don't see how he map hacked to figure out that your base was, you know, in your natural expansion, the one that's right down the ramp from your main base. Not really sure. We're going to try and fight 2 Vikings versus 9 Vikings. Egang trying on math for size. Math's not, no, 2's not greater than 9? What the hell? This isn't a bloody absolute revelation to me, then I don't know what is. Still, if these Banshees go across, they could intercept the rally. Guys, there's no missile turrets at home or any real defense. I mean, if these Banshees cut across the map, that'd be good. Also, this command center could try to float out to the corner. Egang's not completely dead. I mean, definitely it's an oppressive position. Oh, look at this. The tank's going to get in range. As long as it targets the tank and not the planetary, which it does, that'll be good. Oh, got to move those Vikings back. There we go. The tank does go down. Now, the one thing you got to worry about is as these tanks get in range of the planetary, once they start shooting it, they consider the planetary a fighting unit. So they will prioritize the planetary just as much as any other unit. So if they're shooting the planetary like this, Egang could actually move a tank forward, siege in range. The tank won't change targets unless you manually do it. Egang, once again, tries to just fly in with the Banshees. Oh my god. And just gets instantly scared and shut down. You've got to send them in one at a time to try and bait the scans out and cut off the rally. Attack elsewhere, right? Gareth Axe only has army in one area. Is undefended everywhere else. But Egang is just like, no. Oh, cheaters are losers who cannot win otherwise. Yeah, I agree with that. Gareth Axe says nah. Well, actually, I think Gareth Axe is just agreeing with the message that I'm a cheater. But actually, I think we all agree with Egang. Cheaters are losers who cannot win otherwise. It must be hard to be you, living with yourself knowing that you are just a dirty cheat. Well, you know what? Right now, it is Gareth Axe who I think is declaring Terra Nullius over here on Egang's natural. And Egang hasn't accepted it just yet. Gareth Axe is like, not really. I kind of love people like you. Basically saying, yes, I am enjoying your salty tears. Please keep it up. You can't play legit. You are simply too dumb. Egang has snuck an expansion out, though. We got a sneaky planetary in the corner. But Gareth Axe was already looking. Gareth Axe was already checking the corners and finds it instantly. Oh, proof that Gareth Axe is cheating. Egang's going to lose their shit. You know Egang's gonna lose their shit. Let's go to Egang's camera. I don't know if Egang's realized yet because there's a lot of pressure. All this fighting going on. The Liberator's gonna take out the tank. Oh no! Can the Vikings save it in time? No. Yet again, the tank goes down in time. Oh no. Egang, Vikings have landed in Egang's main. Egang hasn't even looked over there yet. Now Egang realizes, you found my corner base? You found it. This is Egang's camera right now. 0 APM. Map hack proven. Idiot cheater. You are so stupid. I love it. I love it because like it goes from clutching at straws to at least at whatever league this is. I'm gonna guess platinum. I could call that a legitimately suspicious move, right? It's can't you find my base the moment it flew out? But like there was no indication of map hacks at all at this point. But now Egang's like, proof, Hail Mary, proof. Gareth Axe just laughing his ass off. Egang says, must be hard, really. I pity you. No glory, no honor, and no skills. Just a lame little script kiddie. Using your hacks and your vision to get advantage of me. Absolutely embarrassing play. Oh, the Widowmite actually hits the Vikings. Gonna clear a tank out. Clear a tank out. And dodges, using Hyperflight Rotors, dodges a scan. Egang actually countering the scan for the first time in this game, figuring something out. Unfortunately for Egang, the planetary's gone down in the corner. You are a useless parasite. Oh my god, at this point, Egang's starting to get a little bit more aggressive. I don't know if we can keep the accent. I think it's more like a useless parasite. I think it's the point where you can see the flecks of spit coming out of their mouth at this point. Hey, what are all these planetaries, says Gareth Axe. Okay, idiot. Enjoy your last game! Oh, Egang is going to use their connections in the Palace of Buckingham to get Gareth Axe banned. You know it. Egang says your last game. Go ahead! Finish it! Pretend you can win! Oh my god. This is amazing. The thing is, you know Gareth Axe is enjoying it, and Egang at this point is, like I said, spittle flying, lip quivering in rage. There's a vein throbbing on the forehead. Satisfy your inferiority complex, you peasant! There's something about enjoy your last game. I don't know why that one's got me as well. It's just like... And remember, cheaters are losers. You did not win this game, for you are a loser! And remember guys, if at first you are clutching at straws, stay in the game as long as possible. So when they do find your corner base, you can claim that it's suspicious, claim that it's a smoking gun, and prove the point that you did not win. For how can you win if cheaters are not winners but are losers? Egang, mental gymnastics, backflips over Gareth Axe, spams out, banned soon, 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 to the point where it sounds almost like one word, the insanity going. And Gareth Axe just there licking up those salty tears and says, come on, please, 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 is this the Dead Sea? Because it is bloody tasty. Eats it all up. And once again, another complete weirdo. I gotta say, I'm adding that. I have a little document with notes of the lessons I've learnt, and I've got to remember the next time I'm losing a game, I'm just gonna say, and I'm the Queen of England. All right. We're going to go into the next game down here. We've got a barcode Terran. Okie doke. We're going to have to give you a name because I'm not saying barcode 400 times fast. It's going to be Wilfred. Wilfred the barcode Terran. Going up, excuse me, in a TVP up against Good Luck Have Fun. So good manners are in the name. We'll see if that hangs around as this game continues. Good Luck Have Fun. There would be nothing better than someone called Good Luck Have Fun, who's just like, go kill yourself, Ree. It's like, oh my god. Well, we're going to see exactly what goes on. This is a TVP matchup. Once again, that previous game I thought was probably about Platinum League. This game here is 40 APM for the... I mean, the build order looks pretty reasonable for the Protoss player, but 40 APM, and the Terran is at 195 APM, 190 average. That is actually wild. That's a huge difference. So, I mean, the fact that it's 40 APM normally makes me think Silver League. But the fact that Terran's 200, 250 average APM, oh my god, they're spamming like... I mean, it's spamming, so it doesn't tell us too much. But that's normally Diamond 2 to Grandmaster level, right? It could be anywhere in there. It's, it's usually about how efficient you use it, right? Oh, Probe's coming in and really triggering him already. And losing a lot of barracks build time. Also distracted to the point where not building SCVs. You guys, you're at 128. The barracks is meant to finish, and this, and you're meant to be at 19 SCVs. Literally 2 SCVs short, and the barracks is 10 seconds late here. So already our spamming 250 APM player has kind of had their build distracted just by one cheeky little probe. So Good Luck Have Fun messing up the opponent's build despite being the much slower player. And the Terran scouts in, sees a double gas opening. So also doesn't see the gateway or the cyber core. Oh my god, so Wilfred thinks he's being proxied because Wilfred's like, oh, there's no gateway in the main, but didn't bother scouting the whole main. So Wilfred's building a bunker immediately and is not even doing a full wall, misplaces this panic depot, drops a second gas in a factory. Wilfred is sure that they're being all in. Their build order's a complete mess, and they're walling off on one base of the bunker. Meanwhile, Good Luck Have Fun. Yes, Good Luck Have Fun went double gas, forgot the second pylon for a bit. It was a pretty inefficient opening compared to pro openings. But otherwise, it's just a macro build. It's just a bit of a later nexus than usual. And here, look at this. Wilfred's SCV is scouting. Wilfred has entered the panic zone. So the player who is playing almost 5 times quicker than the opponent right now, I'm sure that'll even as the game goes on, but over 4 times faster, almost 5 times, is scouring the map. He's like, oh god, where's the proxy? I'm getting all in, man. So all Wilfred needed to do was actually do a proper circle of the main, hang around for a bit, would have seen the expansion, would have known this was a much more normal build. Instead, we're seeing a one base play. Look at this wall off. Oh my god, that is the ugliest wall off I have ever seen. At least he did close the gap there, but definitely very suboptimal. And Protoss player is going for a second gateway and a robo, trying to build all of that sort of stuff, building a few pylons around the edges to kind of spot what's going on. And already up 4 workers here with 2 bases versus 1, so this could definitely get out of control economically for the Protoss player just getting too far ahead. A tech lab goes down in the barracks, and we're seeing a medevac. So it looks like a Widow Mine drop might be coming out. Widow Mine's in a medevac here. But the problem for Wilfred is that Wilfred just still is like, wait, why haven't I been hit yet? Where is this all in coming from? You know, if you're being one base proxied, it should already be in your face. There should be Void Rays or Immortals or Gateway units running in. So Wilfred's going to start kind of second guessing themselves and wondering what the heck's going on. Good Luck Have Fun on the other hand. Goes for an Observer, gets a Twilight Council, and is taking a very, very big lead. So, oh man, what a misread. You know, it's funny as well, because like, obviously I'm already thinking it's going to be Wilfred who's probably raging in this game. But like, these are the games you get angriest in, right? Like, whenever I'm always angriest in a game where it doesn't add up. I'm like, what the hell? Like, this doesn't make sense. My god, Wilfred's so slow to load this drop, but finally does it. And he's going to go across 2 Widow Mines, a Marauder, 2 Marines. Very fancy getting that drop going. Still no command center ready here at all. Stim is on the way, but it's a 1 base, 1 barrack stim. Finally, a command center does go down. Observer is going to come in. Charge and Immortal production on the way. Incredibly early gas geysers here for Good Luck Have Fun. A couple of Stalkers on the defense as well. So I don't think the Observer really saw much. Sees that there's no expansion. So Good Luck Have Fun's going to be like, whoa, what the hell? Still no expansion? What's going on here? Might start to worry a little bit. And we'll see if Good Luck Have Fun is able to defend the push. Now, you'll notice neither side has a single army control group, which means they're both F2 players. F2 players Whenever I see that, I always think you might just see two people with like no defensive ability and a whole lot of basically two dudes headbutting each other as viciously as they possibly can. The drop comes in the main. Quick pull for good luck, have fun. And even splits a probe off to try and take the Widow Mine. It does! Drags the Widow Mine onto the friendly units. Both Widow Mines only kill 2 probes. 4 probes in total going down. The Immortal and the Stalkers will defend this just fine. This is a fantastic defense for good luck, have fun so far. Shutting it down, and Wilfred a little slow to pick up. Does save a Marine and a Marauder, but good luck, have fun. Yeah, pretty quick to return to mining, I gotta say. Let's check that APM. 70 APM average now versus 230. It's still over 3 times more APM for the Terran than the Protoss player. But really, 10 worker lead for the Protoss. Protoss is up a base. Protoss has got charge. A Warp Prism almost kicking in. But good luck, have fun. Did see the drop fly to the back and yet moves the whole army back to the front of the base. Even though it's... Yep, exactly. I'm like, surely that's going to come back in at some point. Wilfred comes back in and is like, oh, really? You're not defending your base? Okay. I'll just unload right here. Good luck, have fun. Big mistake there. Does lose another 2 probes, but does pull back and pushes the medevac back. And you know what'd be hilarious? If good luck, have fun just moves back to the front of the base with everything. Come on, please do it. I just want to see. You're like, well, I pushed it away. He wouldn't come in from the same angle again. It's like, dude, he's in the corner of the map. He has nowhere else he can fly. Please leave some Stalkers there. Okay, wow. Good luck, have fun. Does learn from their mistake. Okay, so good luck, have fun has shown an ability to learn from their mistakes. But still, no army groups for either player. A very interesting wall formation again. Way more depots than is required. There's already 30 supply free. But up to 3 barracks is the barcode. There's a Raven out as well. Some tanks. And Stim and Concussive is done. No combat shields, but there's not many Marines. It's mostly just Marauders and tanks, which, to be fair, is not going to be very good versus Immortals and Zealots. You need lots of Marines usually to take those units out. But it can work. We've got a random... Oh, look at this. There's a cannon that got built on the back of the base. But the drop's going to go around. The Silver League cannon on the back of the mineral line does not defend it. And once again, this drop... This Marine's up to 4 kills, mate. Make it 5. Make it 6. That's a 6-kill Marine. Just an absolute thorn in the side here of good luck, have fun. Now, good luck, have fun moves across the map. The Marauders stim to try and kill the Warp Prism. Realize they can't shoot up and have to pull back. More depots coming down. Good luck, have fun stumbling into the enemy position. Oh, no. Does lose a couple of units there. Stalkers go up into the main to defend though. And it looks like the Stalker just barely wins that fight. 10 probes have gone down in total to that drop over the 3 drops that it did. Good distractions. Now Archon's going to be made on the front. Good luck, have fun's doing a push, but doesn't really have the gateway count just yet. Only 5 gateways. So is trying to push, but hasn't finished building the production, which is a huge mistake. Meanwhile, the third tech lab, still no react. It's just pure Marauders, tanks, and now even some Vikings being added in, I guess, to kill the Warp Prism. Super bizarre play here. Wilfred is going to build a 3rd CC in the natural, so he's going to think about getting to a 3rd. And you know what? The 3rd Nexus is slow enough. I can see Wilfred getting back in this game, but it really comes down to how the fights go. And I do feel Immortal Archon Zealot, if it can kind of flank a Marauder tank army, especially if it catches the tanks unsieged, it will destroy. But it all comes down to the positioning, the angling, and right now there's no Zealots in the front line, which is a huge problem. You want to have a lot of Archons, a lot of Zealots up front to tank. A scan goes down right there. That has got to be the strangest scan that I've ever seen. Misses the army there. Wilfred's army is smaller right now. Wilfred's got to be scared. I mean, actually, it's more army supply, but 1 Zealot warp in will ruin you. There's no minerals, though. There's lots of gateways being built, but remember, there's only 5 gateways right now. Wilfred sees a very scary army outside, leaves nothing at home and just moves out of the map. That's absolute madness. You see what looks like a giant all-in about to hit you, and you're just going to move out? Oh, they're going to run into each other. Oh my God, this fight is going to be such a mess. Oh my God. Oh, what a mess of an engagement. There's not many Zealots in there. Remember, the Prism's going to go down. A nice interference matrix as well. And the Stim Bio, the tank siege. A messy fight for both sides, but a big victory for Wilfred there. Wilfred gets the victory that was needed. Look at that unit's lost tab, lost next to nothing in that fight, and now is way ahead. Good luck, have fun is way behind. Now, the one advantage Good luck, have fun has is that Good luck, have fun has a 3rd base up 60 probes and has got 9 gateways now and did keep some Immortal Archon alive. The battery's almost ready. It's not there just yet. I think Wilfred could push forward and siege tanks here, but he's going to go for the fancy siege up behind the minerals. I don't know about that one. Sieging behind the minerals is a little bit awkward. Auto turret goes down way too early. And remember, there's only 2 medevacs, so this bio is super wounded. You do not want to micro in this corner. because then the Zealots and the Immortals and the Archons will shred you. So Wilfred's trying to bait into tank fire, but tanks aren't really good against any of these units. So Wilfred taking the exact wrong engagement here. I really think this army should be just pushing through this area so there's room to stutter step back. This is what I'm talking about. They're out of hit points. Their stim runs out. They just get butchered by the Archon splash once they get trapped in the corner. And Archons don't really die to siege tanks very quickly. They only do 40 damage a shot to the Archons. The Zealot comes around, the Immortals are there, and oh, a massive overextension for Wilfred. Wilfred's still going to keep microing this. I mean, there's not much that shoots up. Good luck, have fun. Oh no, way too far out on the map. The Liberator can get revenge, shoots the Archon once, does take out the Immortal as well. But the money, no third base got landed. Wilfred needs to go back and actually spend the money. Wilfred is not producing properly right now, does not have a proper production, is still only on 3 barracks when you should have 5 barracks on 2 base. That's why there's so many minerals. The tank's going to go down. Nice hold for Good Luck Have Fun, who's also going to take a 4th base behind it. Has +1 attack. Remember, there's no upgrades for Wilfred right now. Wilfred, what? Is that a planetary fortress? Are you, that's, what? I mean, it's going to stop you from dying, but your opponent's going to 4 bases. You're like, yeah, but I can defend my 2 bases. It's like, what are you, assigning yourself, resigning yourself to just being defeated? We're also building missile turrets against the guy that's massing Zealot, Archon, Stalker, Immortal, which makes absolutely no sense. Wilfred's decision-making has got to be some of the most pear-shaped, batshit, crazy bananas stuff I've ever seen. Ghost Academy, Libs, +1 attack, a handful of Marauders, a trickle of them building, still doesn't have 2 base production, and yet is investing all the minerals in mass missile turrets and a planetary. I mean, this is going to work if the Protoss is dumb enough to headbutt into this position and just die to tank planetary. And if they're not, it's not going to do anything. Look, you're going to build a command center on location. You can't even defend it. Wilfred is playing with more than double the APM. I guess, actually, it's not more than... No, it's still more than double the APM, even at this point. Even as the Protoss is doing big warp-ins and holding down the key and macroing way harder than the Terran is. Oh my god, a single Zealot kills the SCV, denies the 3rd. That is a disaster. Oh my god. And building only a 4th barracks, no 5th barracks, nothing like that. So, yeah, Wilfred is clearly the faster player, but, I mean, what are you doing with it, right? The game plan, the strategy choices aren't really there, whereas the Protoss player has added Storm now, has a pretty good army, spots the Libs coming in, does a Stalker warp in. The Silver League cannon from earlier! It's gonna work out! Look at that, the Lib gets deflected there. Oh my god, there's another Silver League cannon down here as well. The Silver League cannon's coming in big today and actually blocking both of these Liberators. But wait, oh, the one in the main does reposition. And he will get a couple kills, but I mean, despite this fancy micro going on from Wilfred, but yeah, it gets what, 4 probes, goes down. There's still nothing at home. Finally building another command center, thinking about moving out with that. Effing Smurf? Get cancer? Really? What? You got double the APM, you're just doing nonsense strategies. Like, there's a few really nice moves, but like, it's just mixed in with mindless spamming of the keys, you know? Oh, this is insane. Noob, where you bought account. Wait, so Good Luck Have Fun thinks that the barcode bought this account with that high. Oh, wait, is this a tournament game? How do they know their opponent's MMR? Maybe just from the border league. Maybe Good Luck Have Fun saw like a Masters border or something. I don't know. Is it very fun to play in lower leagues, you moron? The funny thing is, like, it really feels almost like anything. If anything, it's the barcode player Wilfred here who is smurfing. I don't know. Wilfred's too much of a peaceful name at this point, guys. I don't know, man. I don't know. Effing get Smurf get cancer. I think we need to come up with a new name. Wilfred just sounds too much like somebody's like, oh, hi, how you doing? You know, like Wilfred's a very peaceful name. I think does scan, sees the observer, doesn't do anything about it though. I'm just sieging them. I think we need a rage name. Asshole, dickhead, ignorant moron. I don't know. Salty McBoatface, salty McSaltface. I don't know. I did say actually I was going to be refilling my sodium stores, and we are getting it today, aren't we? So you know what, salty McSaltface, the true spirit of Terran here. You know, I really believe it, right? Because sometimes there'll be like a boat name, you know, Boaty McBoatface. In this case, it's Salty McSaltface, but it has like a tagline. It's almost like the quote that goes with it. It's like, the spirit of salty Terran nerds. I like it. I'm a salty Terran nerd as well, guys. Don't take offense. The Protoss player is just massively out macroing. 84 probes, giant army supply advantage, is going 3 Stargate Void right now, which absolutely atrocious. If there was a decent mix of Marines and a few AMPs in there, the Void Rays would be basically worthless. The problem is right now there's a lot of Psystorm. There's only one Ghost. Now, I still think the Terran could win because you've got 1/1 upgrades versus +2. You EMP all the High Templar, and then you just maybe do a bit of stutter step backwards. Like, you'll be fine. The tanks could focus the Immortals, but you need to build a bit more army. He's going to run towards the army. You see a lot of High Templar in there. There's a lot of High Templar in there. Salty McSaltface decides to walk into the Psystorms. What the hell was that micro? Literally stutter steps into the splash damage and drops the Son of Whore. Oh my god, it's like Bad Boys all over again. F you, mother bitch! Son of whore! Like, there's certain insults where up to that point, I hear it in a native English accent, and then they always come out with one certain line, and instantly I'm like, oh, this person is either not a native English speaker or very stupid. And oh my god. Wow, that's disgusting. Okay, so Salty McSaltface, also racist racist face, absolute douchebag coming in there. I mean, the salt is overflowing at this point, and I think Good Luck Have Fun is like, all right, I'm licking my lips, dude. I'm enjoying it. You are an absolute turd burglar, and it's in fact you who is the son of a whore, mate. The Void Rays coming in, the Immortals, the Stalkers. And I gotta say, remember the APM, guys, 95 average to 180, even at the end of this game. Double the APM, couldn't do jack with it. Was tunnel visioning on the micro, completely misread the game from the start. Remember that this started with like, oh look, I scouted, and then doesn't even notice the gateway in the corner of the main and just assumes as being one base all in. Die of AIDS from your whore mother? Oh my god. Wait, how do you get AIDS from your mother? I guess if you're born from someone with AIDS, you can be born with AIDS, right? I'm trying to apply logical intention to the insults here of Salty McSaltface, but man, talk about outbursts. And to be fair, a player who's spamming furiously that hard with pretty much zero strategic understanding fits the personality. In my mind, I imagine these players who are like, I'm clicking buttons, I'm so good at the video game. They are the ones who probably get a bit more emotional as well. GG, well played though. Good luck, have fun. Smashes that one down. Remember, everybody, if you are losing the game, your opponent is a cheater, a smurf, and you are the Queen of England. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you want to watch more games of salty nerds losing their shit, check out one of these other ones on the screen. Give them a click. Check out the Patreon down below in the description, and we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye and good night.